Hello students, welcome to this class of MA Final. I am Dr. S.S. Vedwan and today we'll discuss a poem, a beautiful poem, Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. composed by Nizim Ezekiel. I am Dr. Vedwan. So let us discuss what is all in the poem Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. by Nizim Ezekiel. The poem Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. is a satire composed by Nizim Ezekiel on the way Indians use the English language. This poem, it appeared in Ezekiel's sixth volume of poems published in 1976 under the heading Hymns in Darkness. This poem is a dramatic monologue. Nizim Ezekiel narrates an incident when a woman, Miss Pushpa, is supposed to leave India and her colleagues have arranged a goodbye party, that is a farewell for her. The narrator is a man who is of course subordinate. He uses Babu English, which is quite interesting as he is unknowingly reflect the Indian habit of using the progressive tense, that is the continuous tense. So let us analyze the poem. Friends, our dear sister is departing for foreign in 2-3 days and we are meeting today to wish her bon voyage. Now, as you note in this section, in this stanza of the poem, the very starting, you can analyze, you can see for yourself how the speaker addresses his colleagues and subordinates as friends in a party to bid goodbye to Miss Pushpa. He tells them that their dear sister, that is friend, Miss Pushpa, a subordinate, is departing for foreign country and they all have gathered to bid her goodbye, that is farewell. Look at the next stanza. You are all knowing. Look at the word, at the use of knowing. You are all knowing, friends, what sweetness is in Miss Pushpa. I don't mean only external sweetness. So look at the use of the words, but internal sweetness. Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling ever for no reason but simply because she is feeling. The speaker here, if we analyze, he starts praising Miss Pushpa and her sweetness. She is beautiful not only because of her charms, that is the external beauty, external sweetness, but her honesty also, that is the internal sweetness, internal beauty. She keeps smiling most of the time. The poet is telling us that Miss Pushpa is very good person, amicable nature. She always puts on a smiling face. Ezekiel here, he ridiculed the habitual use of the continuous tense, as you might also have noted. Knowing, okay, smiling and smiling, she is feeling. So the poet Ezekiel, he ridiculed the habitual use of the continuous tense and also the use of the word smiling, smiling and smiling. Let us look at the next stanza. Miss Pushpa is coming from very high family. Her father was renowned advocate in Balsar or Surat. I am not remembering now which place. So you can note in these lines also the use of the continuous tense, progressive tense. In these lines, the speaker continues his address at the goodbye party and tells the audience that Miss Pushpa, she belongs to a very reputed family. Her father was a renowned advocate in Valsad and Surat, but admits also that he does not remember the correct place, the exact place. Then look at the next stanza. Surat. Ah, yes. Once only I stayed in Surat. with family members of my uncle's very old friend. His wife was cooking nicely. That was long time ago. In these lines also, the fun is made of the puzzled mind of the speaker who forgets the occasion and he starts talking about his own days in Surat with the family of his uncle's old friend. So you can notice the digression from the actual topic of bidding farewell to Miss Pushpa. The speaker is informed by someone in audience that the place was Surat and he remembers and talks about his experience in Surat. Now, you can also note the use of continuous tense. Again, this use of progressive tense you will find throughout the poem. Coming back to Pushpa, coming back to Miss Pushpa, she is most popular lady. Now look at the use of this word, most popular lady, with men also and ladies also. So after this digression from the topic of his speech, the speaker, the narrator, he goes back to Miss Pushpa. He says that she is very popular with both men and women. Ezekiel here, he ridiculed the amusing, ungrammatical speech of Indians and their exaggerated way of speaking. Now we come to the next stanza. Whenever I asked her to do anything, she was saying, just now only I will do it. That is showing good spirit. I am always appreciating the good spirit. Miss Pushpa is never saying no. So again, notice the use of the sentences, the use of the words. The speaker, he praised Miss Pushpa and her good nature. She would never say no to work assigned to her. This shows that she has a very good spirit, good nature, helping nature, and her readiness to do any work. She don't refuse whatever work she is assigned to. The unnecessary use of just, if you look at the stanza, the unnecessary use of just and only exhibits the speaker's ignorance of the usage of English words, and here he creates laughter and fun. Now we come to the next stanza. Whatever I or anybody is speaking. Now look at the use of I and or anybody is asking. She is always saying yes. And today she is going to improve her prospect. And we are wishing her bon voyage. Now I ask other speakers to speak. And afterwards, Miss Pushpa will do the summing up. So in this concluding lines, the speaker, he says that she was always ready to help whenever asked by him or any other colleague. And today, the speaker and the other colleagues have gathered to wish her happy journey as she is going abroad. After the speech is over, the speaker asks other speakers to speak and says that Miss Pushpa will sum up the proceedings. Now, if we analyze the poem is in the form of a dramatic monologue. The poem is in free verse, typical of modern poetry. So, we can say that a dramatic monologue composed by Nizam Ezekiel, and it has free verse. The whole poem is comic in nature, as you might have noticed. The whole poem is comic in nature. The speaker's words make us laugh. The parody includes irony, vague speech, and literal translation. The use of present continuous tense, that is the progressive tense, and Babu English is seen throughout the poem. The poem starts with present continuous tense, a habit of Indian speakers, which can be seen throughout this poem. The speaker and the gathering of the people at the goodbye party doesn't realize that his English is linguistically wrong. The poet ridicules how semi-taught Indians talk. The narrator uses Babu English, which can be considered as a mix of English and Hindustani. Example, ample use of ing, that is the progressive tense, and funny terms like 2-3 days What sweetness is Miss Pushpa? External and internal sweetness. Smiling and smiling. Simply because she is feeling. So these are some of the usages of Hindustani and the translation of Hindi into English. That is, the narrator, he goes into the translation mode. The narrator, he exaggerates his love and respect for Miss Pushpa. Such kind of exaggeration is quite common in Indian culture. The tone of the poem is hilarious, funny. The tradition of overpraising the one who is about to leave or retire is common in India. We often witness in farewell parties and in other kind of addresses. The poet, through the speaker, bring out the blunders in sentence structure, linguistic structure, and expressions which Indians confirm while communicating in English. So, in a way, Ezekiel, he brings to our notice the wrong usage of English language by the Indian speakers. The poem is very interesting, of course, it is interesting, and the writer, he pokes fun at the Indian method of communicating in English. Hence, the poem is all about the use of English by Indians and the reflection of their culture in their expression. That is how we overpraise and how we exaggerate things. We can say that Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. is a social satire on speech which is delivered on an occasion when all praise the good-natured, helpful and sacrificial attitude of Miss Pushpa and the leadership qualities of the person concerned. This poem, in the dialect of urban Indians, particularly those in Bombay, that is Mumbai, this dialect is called Babu English. The British use the word Babu, a term when referring to subordinate Indians who speak English as a second language. So, dear students, you might have noticed that in this particular poem, Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S., the poet Ezekiel, he has questioned the repeated use of continuous tense and how we Indians, the semi-educated Indians, they use English language and how they overpraise a person who is living for some good fortunes and who is, of course, will come back. And this overpraising leads to expose the habit of Indians. The poem, of course, is very hilarious, and as you might have noticed, the overuse of again the continuous tense, the progressive tense. So in a way, we can sum up that this dramatic monologue, which is written in free verse by Ezekiel, it reveals to us the habitual habit, the habitual use of continuous tense by Indians. Thank you very much. We'll continue with the next class.